also, not gonna lie, um, I think I learned something that's pretty important that I didn't really consider as much about myself and about probably a lot of people nowadays. So it all comes from, the Bengals and the Ravens played today. It was an unfortunate game as a Bengals fan because it was like 38-38 going to overtime. It was a really good game. But the Bengals lost. They're 1-4. And honestly, I don't think I'll be watching football. The Bengals, that much this year because they're probably not going to make it anyway. But, it just seemed like everything in my life was just kind of disappointing. And, just like I was failing in life and everything. And it's like, your mind tends to focus on negative things, in those moments, and everything seems disappointing. But it's like I was focusing on all these things that I can't control, and honestly, I realized, it's like I haven't been putting a ton of effort in that stuff, anyway. You can't control other people. People are going to say things. People are going to hate you and dislike you for no reason at all, especially if you're doing the right things. People will envy you. People will be jealous of you. And it's just reality. You can't control that. Screw them. Their opinion does not matter if that's the case, and cut them off. Even if it's your family, if they're doing that to you, do everything in your power to cut them off or just not listen to them because they're just a waste of your time. You don't want the validations, like you want validation from people. You want women to date you. You want other dudes to befriend you and think you're cool and everything. It's like, it just doesn't matter. Those people are fake anyway, And if the right people aren't in your life that aren't trying to help you improve, just cut them off. And I'm not saying I'm all that successful either, but that's what I'm finding, out of this, and I've just been focusing on the wrong things I can't control. And as my leadership teacher says, I'm not gonna say his name for obvious reasons, but it's true. It really is true. Focus on what you can control. There's no point being negative, especially with a football game, because it does not matter. As much as I want the Bengals to win, it doesn't matter. It's just football. It's entertainment. I just think so many people tie a lot of stuff they believe in into football. Because it's like you look at Americans and they'll get so mad when they lose, their team loses, and I'm guilty of that. A lot of people are. But it's like it ultimately just does not matter. It's very entertaining, but it means nothing whether they win or lose. They're just a bunch of players who don't even know who you are, and it's just like in other areas. The same thing with people that don't care about you. They're people that probably don't know you and don't care to and don't want to and be a waste of your time anyway, so they don't matter. Anything with that stuff in life that you cannot control. But what you can, well, that's where, what you get out of something is what you put in, no matter what. And there's just no reason, like, you shouldn't be working harder, because it's like, even say you're talented or you're not, it's like, no matter your level, you might as well perform to the best of your ability and see just how far you can get. And people have advantages in certain areas, capitalize on those things. Do things that you're good at. That's the point with all that stuff. And just, focus on things you can control, because nothing else matters in regards to that. If you put in the work, you focus on the process, maybe the outcome won't be ideal. That's life. As long as you focus on the process, like, how can we get better moving forward, you're going to get way farther, than you ever would otherwise. That's all I have to say, and take that advice as you will. We will make it, brothers.